Hi, this is Sam from Living and Working Abroad. Hope springs eternal for expats looking for guidance on EU Brexit after another week of waffle and false hope that some sort of resolution would come in the EU summit meeting. Business and families looking for certainty regarding their overseas property and their business and their pensions abroad were dealt another deferred blow this week, although it's claimed that a Brexit deal is 95% agreed. But if the 1% that's not agreed is the stick that broke the camel's back, then the withdrawal treaty is not going to be signed. But as we've been saying for months now, there will always be a withdrawal treaty. There's no such thing as no deal. Things will change. The UK will be out of the EU with a withdrawal treaty which doesn't include customs and trade arrangements, or will be out of the EU with a withdrawal treaty that includes customs and trade agreement. What the final picture will be is we don't know, and this is what the problem is. And like our fountain, we have a lot of noise, a lot of froth, a lot of foaming at the mouth with the two parties in the negotiation both holding out, trying to hold the nerve to get the best deal for them, when in fact what they need is a third way that they can both agree on. At some point before the 29th of March we'll do that. So what do expats need to do? An expat business needs to look at what happens in the UK and the EU and Cyprus for anybody that is not an EU citizen, for any business that is not an EU citizen, and then look to make arrangements on that basis. You can make planning, you can make provision. You don't have to make changes now, but you can prepare for those changes. If you own an overseas property, your rental income will still continue. So if you own overseas property, there will still be online rental agents, there'll still be local agents which will rent your property and acquire your income. Your income will still be taxable in your tax jurisdiction. Property rental, when it arises in a country, should be taxed in that country. So if you have property rental in the UK, you should be paying tax in the UK. If you have property rental in Cyprus, you should pay tax in Cyprus or any other EU country. And then thirdly, with pensions are covered under double taxation treaty agreements. They're nothing to do with the EU, and it won't be affected by that. There are issues around medical care, insurance, and social welfare, which will be ironed out in detail, but we need to understand what the arrangement is without the EU, and so you look at worst case scenarios and start making provision for your family living and working abroad. We've produced a guide at our website at productpartnership.com for anybody that's a family or business living and working abroad or relocating overseas or investing in overseas property. The guide is how EU Brexit will affect expats' overseas property, business and pensions. Go along to our website and download a copy of the guide, and leave your comments and leave your questions on our blog site or our Living and Working Abroad page on Facebook. Please like, share and comment on that. Ask the questions and we'll get back to you and answer, and we'll be with you every step of the way during, before and after Brexit. Things will change. Remember this, things will change despite all the hot air, despite whatever comes out of the mouth of a politician. Things will change one way or another. All we have to do is plan ahead, look forward to change. Productpartnership.com, living and working abroad. Thanks very much.